Dankakul Gilwendel Nabamak, Ablasam was Lewis, Bemkis Kak Nidiskuidman, Ali Agwamik Sijituan, Kladaway Wagon. Today I'm just going to give you personal pronouns to help you add on to what you've already learned and how to use them, because they are definitely distinct from English. And so today this is what we're going to share with you.
Ramona Lewis Wig Village.
When we talk about nil means I, me, my, or mine. So just one word, nil, means I, me, my, or mine.
Nil.
Dliwis, ablasamwes. When I say that, you'll notice that the N is in front, and that's saying my name is ablasamwes. Nil yud duikhigan. This is my book. Okay. Gil.
Gil.
Okay, and then you point to me because you're Gil. Okay, yeah.
Gil.
Okay, means you, your, or yours. So I'm Ktli with Ramona.
Ktli
with
Lewis. A blossom was.
Very good. So your name is Ramona. Okay. Gil Yud Ktwik Hagen.
Gil Yut
Ktwik Hagen. This is your book. So you'll notice, and this is the advantage of writing it, you notice that K in front of the word, and you know it refers to second person. So nil is first person, Gil is second person. And this is where we get uniquely different from English when we use nagam.
Nagam.
Nagam means he, him, or his, she, her, or hers, from that one word. We don't use gender-based language as English does, and French and Spanish and all the other languages, they use his or her. They actually have words that mean his or her. We don't have those words in ours, so we're non-gender specific, and we just say nagam for that third person, whether it's a male or a female. So nagam Luiso Maduas.
Nagam Luiso Maduas.
So his name is Porcupine. Nagam Luiso Spuzwalan.
Nagam Luiso Spuzwalan.
Yeah, and that means her name is Autumn Rain. So I use nagam for both male and female. Nagam Yut Twikhagen.
Nagam Yut Twikhagen.
So that doesn't belong to Nil, and it doesn't belong to Gil, Ramona. It belongs to Nagam, which is Madwest or Spuzwalan. Nilun.
Nilun.
It means we, us, our, or ours, but it excludes the one that I'm talking to. So when I'm talking to Ramona and I use that pronoun Nilun, it doesn't include her. I'm telling her that me and somebody else. Okay, like Nilun, Lewizel Deben Balawag.
Nilun, Dili, Weasel Deben
Balawag.
Balawag.
And that, so I'm telling Ramona, our excluding her name is Pearly, or we are named Pearlies. Nilun Yud, this belongs to the Pearlies. Nilun Yud Duik Higanen.
Nilun Yud Duik Higanen.
And you'll notice the change because it has to change from singular to plural, or possession is what it's called. This is our book, so there's an element that changes from the original word Wikhagan, which you'll see on the PowerPoint. Gilun.
Gilun
means the same, we, us, ours, or our, but it includes Ramona. Okay, so Gilun.
Gilun.
Ktliwizol Deben.
Kuli
Ktali Weasel Deben,
the
Lee Weasel Deben,
Liwisoltiban,
Wulastugwieg.
Wulastuguic.
So what we share is we are named people of the river, and that's where Gilun is used as opposed to Nilun. Gilun Yut,
Gilan Yut,
Ktwik Higanen
Tuik Higanan,
means this is our book. Okay. Gilawau
Gilawau,
is plural. So we just went from the singular form of Gilun. Now we're going into the plural form, and this is what's going to be beneficial to you, because now you can go from singular to plural forms. So Gilawau means you, your, or yours. Ktliwizol Diba, Ktliwizol Diba,
Liwisoltiba,
Bulnug.
Bulnag,
You are named Bernards, or your names are Bernard. So it's somebody separate from both me and Ramona. It has nothing to do with us. It has something to do with somebody else. Gilwauyut,
Gilawauyut,
Ktuwik Higanoa, Ktuwik Higanoa.
Duik Higanawa,
So this belongs to all of you, excluding Ramona and I. Negamau
Negamau,
is a plural form that means they, them, their, or theirs. Negamau.
Negamau,
Negamau liwizoltuuk,
Negamau, Luis,
zoltuuk,
Zoltuak,
Solomonuk.
Solomonuk,
Their names are Solomon. Okay. Negamaunit,
Negamaunit,
Twik Higanoa.
Tuik Higanawa,
Their name, this book belongs to them. This belongs to the Solomons. It doesn't belong to us. Just realized after you're Solomon. So those were personal pronouns, and I wanted you to be able to be comfortable with using I, nil, gil, nagam, singular form, nilun, which is me and somebody else, and gilun, which includes you and me, and negamau, which is a plural form again for them. Now there's these are called demonstrative pronouns, demonstrating who it belongs to. So yud
Yud,
is singular, inanimate. And I know that's a word that really gives a lot of people a hard time, animate and inanimate. There's different versions of what inanimate and animate means. Some linguists will say animate means those that are alive. Inanimate means things that are not alive. So it could be those, and it could be things, and then animate would be all human beings. Like you can't really say it's just those who breathe, because trees breathe, and but it would be more for I guess animals, humans. But there's a lot of we're finding out in our discovery of our own language that even silverware, spoon is considered animate, whereas knife and fork isn't. And so there's no explanation. So we have, so I'm just going to say animate and inanimate. So yud means this. Yud.
Yud,
Yudwikhegan
Yud Wikigan,
means this particular book. Nidwikhegan
Nid Wikigan,
means it's not this book, but another one over there. Okay, it's a little bit further away from where I'm at, so, which is really neat how spatiality is explained in our language. When we say a word, we know whether it's close to us, a little bit away from us, or even further away from us, as these, and these are the pronouns you'll be using in those instances. So Nidwikhegan is further away than this book, and it means that book as opposed to this one in front of us. The other way is Yed,
Yed,
Wikegan,
Wikegan,
and we explain it by yonder. It's further away, over there. There's another book, Yed Wikegan, the one way over there instead. Okay, so that's the singular form of those pronouns. Then we're saying util,
Utal,
Wikegnal,
Wikignal,
which is plural. So there's more than one book. So there's actually two or more. Util Wikegnal,
Utal, Wikignal,
Nitil Wikegnal
Nito, Wikignal,
are those books away from us. So these ones are the ones closer to us. Those are just a little bit further. And then Yatil
Yato,
Wikegnal,
Wikignal,
those books yonder over there, where they're actually out of reach. Yatil,
Yato,
those books yonder or over there. So those are examples of demonstrative pronouns in the inanimate singular and plural form. Now we're going to talk about demonstrative pronouns as singular but animate. So an example is would apid,
Would Appet,
meaning this woman, or I could say would jeeplogan,
Would Jeeplogan,
meaning this eagle. Nud apid
Nud Appet,
is the one that's further away from us. That woman, Nud apid.
Nud Appet,
So that woman is further away from us from this woman. Oops. And we also have yuktag. Yuktag meaning these women. Yuktag apijik.
Yuktuk Appijik,
Meaning these women. Niktag apijik.
Niktuk Appijik,
Meaning those women over there. Yaktag
Yaktuk
apijik.
Appijik,
Meaning those women that are further away, could be across the street or somewhere else. So it gives you again that spatial difference. So those are the ways that we use our different forms to be able to talk about one thing like a book, or one person like a woman, or an animal. And these would be the pronouns that you would use.